Hello everyone and welcome to another Pokemon Pocket video. We have the new expansion releasing today. I've come off the back of a pretty long stream, honestly. I've been really enjoying testing out the new cards. And this is a deck I sort of threw together and played towards the end of my stream, so I don't have tons of hours with it, but it's pretty funny. It's you can win some pretty crazy games, and it's a bit of a surprise. I saw Shuckle EX, did not think much of it, but one of my viewers while streaming said I should try it, so we try everything anyway, so we give it a try, and it's worked out pretty well. So before I show you deck list, we will just go over maybe the star of the show. There is 2 stars to this show, I guess. It's Shuckle EX, 120 HP basic grass Pokemon. Its ability is fantastic. It just permanently takes minus 20 damage from attacks, which is pretty good, right? It's like gaining cape every single turn, sort of, which is pretty nice. And then its attack is 1 energy, flip 3 coins. This attack does 20 for each heads. So you can do 0 up to 60 generally. And then the retreat cost of 1, which is pretty key in this deck specifically. So doesn't look amazing on the surface, but minus 20 for each attack combined with the heal that you can get from obviously being grass with Erica is pretty huge. So I thought, who can we pair this with? We've decided to pair it with Alolan Exeggutor. Didn't really get much done in the set it came out with, but it's got a lot of health, as Exeggutor normally does. It's just a stage 1, and for 3 energy, you flip a coin. If tails, the attack does nothing, but if heads, it does 150 damage, which one-shots, not all, but a massive chunk of Pokemon that are popular right now. The reason this works is probably the other new card. We've got a few new cards, but the other important card in the deck, which is Will, a new supporter card from this set, which reads, well, I don't even know whether I should read it because it's worded a little bit weird, but basically, you play Will, then your next coin flip on that turn is always heads. The first coin is always heads. So if you flip 3 coins, the first one will be heads, the other 2 will flip as normal. If you just flip 1 coin, it's going to be heads. So, as you can tell, we use Will, we use Exeggutor, and absolutely obliterate people. And while we get Exeggutor ready, we have Shuckle to tank, and just... Shuckle can actually put out decent damage, obviously if you get a little bit lucky. You can use Will on Shuckle if you've got like a target you really want to knock out, for example, and you only need like 20, maybe 40 damage. But overall, Shuckle up front, and then execute slash Exeggutor in the back to get up that 3 energy, and then you can just go nuts. Again, Exeggutor, once it's in, it's kind of in, so you can't really retreat it. I was trying Lyra, but it felt a bit stranded sometimes when you don't want to retreat Exeggutor, because there aren't that many instances you're kind of okay with it being knocked out anyway. So I did swap it out. However, the good thing here is Exeggutor doesn't need Will to work. You have a 50-50 of dealing 150 damage anyway, and then you can Will to guarantee it if you have it in hand. So both of these Pokemon are very, very tanky. Look at the whole list overall though. 2 executes. I went with the growth one because in the matchups where your opponents, at least today, some people have been running like the new baby Pokemon that don't really deal damage apart from Tyrogue. So you can just growth spurt if it starts in your opening hand, on the active anyway. And if not, it's fine. It can sit in the back and gain energy. You have 2 Pokeballs, 2 research, the usual. I went for 1 cape and 1 leftovers. Cape can help out an early execute to live an extra turn. And also cape on top of Shuckle or cape on top of Exeggutor can keep it alive a little bit longer. But the leftovers I tried on Shuckle, and with minus 20 damage and then your healing 10 each turn, because he does generally survive multiple turns in a game, it does add up. So again, this is not a set in stone list. This is just what I'm playing at the moment. No doubt I'll change it to some respect, but this is what it is so far. To finish up as well, we have double Erica because it's just great with Exeggutor and Shuckle. We have 1 Cyrus to help pull something in, and then we have Sabrina, Guzma because everyone's playing tools right now. And then finally we have another new card, which I cannot click here, unfortunately, which is Silver. This is definitely a card you can swap out for maybe another heal if you wanted to. You could put PCL in or something like that. But at the moment I'm testing it because it's new. But it's basically a disruption card. It can also help because you can Silver. There's normally 2 things you want to do with Silver. Silver turn 1 to maybe shuffle away a professor's research and also see what their opening's going to look like. Or you want to silver when there's key sort of win or lose points in the game. You could silver to try and stop them having a leaf or some kind of retreat. You can silver to stop them having like Red or Giovanni for damage, or Cyrus or Sabrina to pull from your bench. So that can help a lot. However, it's not needed in this deck at all. You could easily, honestly, you could even play a potion if you wanted to. So you can like Erica potion in a turn or something. You could play a lot of things in a few of these slots, but this is what I've got so far. The deck, hard to tell because it's been casual queue because ranked's not out till tomorrow, but the deck's been really fun. I've won, put it this way, I've won enough games for me to make a video on it, right? So it's really fun, it's a little bit weird, and I don't think people are prepared for it. So as usual, we're going to play 3 games and see how they go. Again, just a reminder, just to be absolutely transparent, these are in casual queue. It's a bit more of Wild West out there, especially on release day. We will play more in ranked on stream, which I stream on this YouTube channel live, and on twitch.tv/RavenHS if you want to check that out. I stream 6 days a week, and you can check that out in like UK daytime streams, I guess. But yeah, let's get on with the games. Okay, let's dive into game number 1. This person has been Master Ball because they had the emblem at the start, so we can at least judge something. This is probably our worst case scenario, which is going first with only Exeggutor on. Sorry, Execute. I'm going to do that a lot. For some reason, I just don't get those names right. Okay, so worst case scenario opening, not horrible response from our opponent here because they've got Pichu. I think this is the Dragonite list, where it's Pichu with only water energy, and then you give the electric energy to Dragonite to get it going. I'm not going to lie, this is going to be a little bit scary because Dragonite can one-shot us. So we'll see how it goes. For now, we'll just try and draw a Shuckle. Again, when I talked about cards you can play in this list, I think X-Speed is very valid as well, because in this instance we could X-Speed out the Execute, put Shuckle in for a little bit of extra safety. Unfortunately, obviously, we don't have access to that, so we will just be ending turn. Pichu, the babies. The ramp babies have felt very hit or miss for me. Tyrogue has felt good in a Donphan deck that I've been playing, which I'll probably make a video on tomorrow or something. But Pichu, if you don't get it in exactly your opening hand, you feel pretty bad almost all the time. But there's plenty of time to experiment. They are going to Pokeball. That's a little bit annoying. They haven't researched yet, though. Zeraora turn 1 is scary. Pichu can juice it as well. Good. Okay, so they've not got anything super early here. This is a little bit rough, though, because we can't really deal with this. Okay, let's just start with Silver. We might end up just sacrificing this Execute, to be honest. They have double Leaf. Okay, well, we'll shuffle that back, and they have Energy Switch. So I think what I'm going to do here is play the second Shuckle out. This gets a little bit spicy, but you'll see in a minute. This is so they knock out this Execute. We put a Shuckle in. They can't just Sabrina if they have it. Obviously, we know they don't have it right now because of Silver, but we'll do this, and we'll just put the 1 energy on this Execute back here. Because unless they draw another Pokemon, they're almost certainly swapping Pichu out and bringing in Zeraora. Pichu, of course, baby, if you don't know, 0, their attacks cost nothing. They have no retreat cost and no weakness, but only 30 HP. So they can just retreat for free whenever, basically. So it's something to just bear in mind. And they still have no Pokemon here by the looks of things, because you never want energy on the baby. They are going to knock out the Execute. Again, if this was Shuckle, you could see the position we'd be in, right? If we started with Shuckle, that's only 30 damage, and we can start hitting them with these triple slaps. And we have now Erica. Professor's Research is very nice. If we just get an Exeggutor, I feel like we win. Cape and Will, not the best. I am going to Cape over here, though. I don't think we really need the Cape. I could have saved it, but with Erica, I'm feeling pretty safe. I just don't want any shenanigans over here. Because we've not drawn Exeggutor, we will just go for the triple slap and see what we can do. Okay, only 1. If we hit 2 there, we can then sort of look at maybe using Will next turn. Maybe we should have used Will this turn anyway to guarantee some damage. Oh, they're running Fire Energy as well? Oh, wait, are they running Lugia? I'm now confused, but as I said, this is a bit of the Wild West on day one of release when there's no ranked. People are just trying all sorts of stuff. Okay, they're going to go Cape on Zeraora. One thing you do have to bear in mind with this deck, it's supporter heavy, and you've got the weird issue of you want to be able to will, like, on demand, basically. So you do need to be careful. You know, we've got 4 supporters in hand. That's minimum 4 turns of usage. So I'm just going to start smashing them now. I'm not going to Erica because I'm pretty sure they can't just randomly deal 110 damage to Shuckle. So we will just Erica, Guzma and Triple Slap because we don't need to Erica. We just hit for a casual 60, which feels pretty good. So next turn, we might end up spending a will to guarantee the knockout on Zeraora. Something else you could play in this deck as well, when I talked about swaps, you could go for Pokecoms, because I will say, one of the drawbacks, if I had a game just before this stream, before the video, where I was just sort of just warming up, and both Exeggutors were like bottom of the deck, and that is very unfortunate, and a lot of the time, yeah, we're probably not going to win if we only have Shuckle. You could argue that you could run like the non-ramp Execute instead, so at least Execute can like deal some damage, maybe take out a baby or something, which is a terrible thing to say, I've just realized. But you know what I mean, take out a baby Pokemon, knockout, whatever. So we'll have to see how it goes. They are going to swap in Pichu. They just don't want the Zeraora gone. But they've bricked a little bit, kind of like we have, honestly. Okay. I'm just going to spend a will here. And just hope we get 2 heads. To try and accelerate this game plan. Well, we know we're getting 1. And there's... Okay, well, we didn't... Ignore the fact that we didn't need it, because in another universe, we did need it. So Pichu's getting deleted. And Shuckle, again, we've both not really drawn the best here. But Shuckle is in no danger of being knocked out at all. And because we have the second one back up, I've, like, hopped between them before. Because they're so tanky. Oh, Pichu number 2. What is going on? I'm not even sure I would have played that. Unless they have... Yeah, if they have no other Pokemon, they have to. Okay, yeah, fair enough. Okay, not the best game for them. But you can see, if we had Exeggutor, this game is completely over. And I think it would have been over if we had Exeggutor and they had whatever their other Pokemon is. Okay, this seems fine. We'll just hit him with the Sabrina. Again, a little bit risky because I could miss on this, but it is what it is. If you're going to play this deck, sometimes you do have to put your faith in the gods here and just let coin flips happen. We did get it, though. Okay, well, this is just game 1. We are going to play 2 more games, and this might not be over yet, by the way. But we are going to play 2 more games, so don't worry if this looked maybe a touch one-sided. But as I said, I've kind of bricked as much as they have. It's just... Shuckle's... Oh, there you go. There's Lugia. It's just that Shuckle's good. See, even with Lugia here, we might have been okay, because Lugia does one-shot Shuckle, but if they got their Lugia earlier and we got our Exeggutor earlier, which I understand is not how life works, we could have actually been in a position to just, well, one-shot the Lugia anyway. And we still don't have it. Okay, this is a little bit disgusting now. Like I said in the game beforehand, Exeggutor bottom 3. A little bit rough. I will just keep stacking here, though, because it's fine. We'd probably use an Erica, because, again, we've only got so many turns of this. Not that it matters. But if they, like, Mars us or something, we don't want to start drawing tons of Ericas, right? Not bad, though. Some decent damage. Not that it's really... I doubt we're going to live in the... Unless they only generate fire now for the foreseeable future, we're probably not going to live in the world where this matters, this damage, but we'll see. I guess if we, like, 60, 60, and then something, I don't know. Oh, there's water. The good thing here is, though, to get electric energy, they have to put Pichu in. And we have a will still in hand. Oh, and they have Ho-Oh as well. Okay. I haven't played Ho-Oh Lugia combos yet because I don't have a second Lugia, unfortunately. However, even though it's not massively convincing to me at the moment, I will, of course, try it once I get hold of my second Lugia. Okay, are we gonna... Literally bottom 2. Thanks, RNG. Making me look silly in this video. Can we hit again though, Shuckle? Oh yeah, Shuckle's loving life though. I look at his face, he's absolutely loving life right now. The real test now is, even though I'm pretty sure we've 100% won this game, what if we go for the Shuckle win? That's the real question, isn't it? Okay. The problem now is, if they're looking at my deck size, they know I have an Exeggutor, which... Looking at how I've played and the fact I've played one Will, I think any Exeggutor wins, right? So they need Cape. Oh yeah, that's true. They could get Electric Energy without Pichu, right? Oh, yep, here we go. Okay. This, honestly, not the worst. But then we've low-rolled. We should have demolished them. But good ideas. I like it that there's a couple of ways to generate the Electric Energy. Unfortunately, Shuckle's Solid Shell doesn't do as much against fire. However, finally, the big boy's here. So now we just get the easy retreat, bring a Alolan Exeggutor out, play second Will, and that is just guaranteed 150 damage. I like the way it makes you flip the coin. Yeah, but that was a drawn-out one. A bit of a weird game, as I expected, honestly. But that was just game 1. We are going to jump into another couple of games. As I said, these are just going to be played straight. The games are what they are, and we'll see how it goes. Okay, let's go into game 2. Hopefully we actually... Okay, we're going seconds. That means if we draw only executes. And we're against grass. Interesting. So we only have an execute, but we do get to ramp. And there's not that many like grass Pokemon that get to aggressively deal 50 to us. So let's see. Oh god. So they're playing coin flip as well, but they're playing Fan Rotom, which is a little bit scary, to be honest. Because if I put the energy on this execute and we don't draw the Exeggutor, then we just get blown away and lose all the energy. Fan Rotom is one I am going to experiment with. I have played Mimikyu, the coin flip one, and Fan Rotom, which was kind of funny, but there is Alolan Exeggutor, which makes me very happy. So we'll dump the leftovers. I am just trying to hand dump here. Yeah, you know what? Let's just do Professor because it might get us Shuckle, right? It's weird now. I used to hold Professor in these instances because of Silver. Sorry, before Silver existed. But now because of Silver, it's really difficult to want to hold it because if they Silver it out, you're in trouble. But then again, if you play it, you are playing into Mars, Red Card, and so on. But this should be pretty nice because Rotom only has 2 cost. And they didn't play like, for example, a Giratina or anything to like give it extra energy, Pichu, whatever. Oh, it's Porygon. Okay, so they're doing the Porygon self double evolve thing, which I haven't actually tested out yet. That's next on my list, I think. So there's 2 Porygons here. We unfortunately did not get a Will. So we are just going to go for it here. I am going to play Silver, though. And see if we can go... They only have Zs. And we could get rid of the Guzma. Wait, what are they flipping? Oh, they're flipping coins for the... Wait. Let's go back a second. Oh, no. We get rid of the Will. So they can't guarantee the flip on Rotom. We might knock this out, so it might not matter. But we for sure go for this, right? Oh, and we hit. And this is what I was saying. Exeggutor, like... It's not like it only works with Will, right? You have a 50% chance to deal 150 damage anyway, and then Will is obviously sort of spike damage guaranteed. So they're in trouble now. And this Exeggutor is big. 150 health, and I can threaten 150 damage each turn, and now they probably quite clearly expect that I have Wills in the deck too. Although they probably got a good idea that I don't have one in hand. Oh, and there's Shuckle. There's the main man. So I'll start putting energy on Execute because we always have the energy for Shuckle Retreat. Again, the fact Shuckle is 1-cost Retreat is so good. It's unbelievable. So let's go for Tropical Hammer again. We are going to heal a little bit. We missed this time. A little bit unfortunate. Now I'm scared. Good thing in this instance against Porygon, because I think they were playing the energy change one, is that like Exeggutor doesn't require only one grass. So if I get this next grass onto Shuckle, we are pretty much okay energy-wise, no matter what happens. It's Guzma to get rid of the leftovers. That's why we left the cape in the hand, because I knew the Guzma was in their hand, right? So we never want to put down both tools. Oh, and they don't have the evolve yet. Come on, Will, please. No, fine. Will gives us so much time here if we drew it, though, because it means they're like energy short again on this Porygon. There's Will. Let's Pokeball the other Shuckle out. Just so we've got more options. Next turn, we've got options of Will or Erica. And also now we have, even if they do weird stuff to our energy, we have all three things are like capable, right? So let's go for the Tropical Hammer again. There we go. And we just start beating stuff up, and there's not a lot they can do about it. Now, of course, as I mentioned, these are probably not the exact decks you're going to face on ranked when ranked's back live again tomorrow. However, I do think like we'll have to see what the meta looks like. But guarantee hitting for 150 is pretty strong. So yeah, my opponent had a tough one there. We did manage to get rid of the scary card with Silver. So yeah, 2-0 so far. Let's see if we can make it 3-0. Okay, let's get into game number 3. We're going first, which is a little bit spicy, but we do have Shuckle up front, which is generally how we do on the start, especially going first. This could get a bit dangerous though, because this is Steel, and Skarmory can be a little bit scared. Oh, they have Mag as well. Fantastic, okay. So Mag deals 40 more damage if your opponent's active has an ability, and guess what? Ours does. So we are actually only going to take 20 more. So it'll do 60 to us, so it can two-shot us without any healing once they get there. They do need the energy though, but as I was saying, sorry, I was playing some Skarmory EX Skarmory normal deck earlier, and it was quite good. It's a little bit scary because it's very aggressive, but again, we do soak a lot of damage. Red card into research. Oh, okay. They're playing Tinkaton with Will to guarantee 160 damage. Very scary, actually, because I think Tinkaton has like 170 health. Now, what I would love to do is Shuckle. Okay, let's research it. If we can knock out Mag and then knock out this, it could be good. Oof, no, no egg, though. Not the end of the world, but not great. Okay. 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 Oh, okay. I wanted 3 okays. Not bad, though. 40. It puts us in range of knocking this out. It's something, right? Oh, they have Leaf, though. Oh, no. I'm actually scared here. This is one thing that's tough for us, I think, which is anything with, like, mega damage, right? That can, like, one-shot Shuckle, mainly, or one-shot Exeggutor, which is pretty scary. There aren't tons of people playing stuff that can one-shot. There's a lot of, like, you know, evolutions that deal, you know, between 70, 80 damage. There's like Darkrai's that can deal up to 100, but obviously 80 with Shuckle, and so on. So it's a little bit spicy at times. Also very difficult when we don't have the egg. Okay, there's the egg. That's something. But our inability to tank is going to be a little bit rough here. And again, if you wanted to, instead of going defensive, you could put Rocky Helmets or Poison Barbs instead. So you can have them on Shuckle to push a little bit more damage. So there's tons of different ways I feel you can go with this build. This is just one of them, but by all means experiment. But here's the Tinkaton. Double Dialga. They could retreat this, right? I would retreat this if I was them. Although they're 100% safe. So they could just play a little bit more aggro. Yeah, the 170 health is going to hurt us here. Leftovers. I mean, leftovers is fine. Let me look. So I've got an option here. I could try and knock out the mag. Or I could silver whatever's in their hand. Let's see what's in their hand. I maybe should have gone for the mag. Oh, we can get rid of the will. Okay, that might be big. Okay, that might be really big, actually. Okay, just a little tickle of 20. And they can't actually knock us out with this heavy impact. Again, Shuckle, surprisingly tanky. Even against the big hits. It's something that I didn't really respect, is that because it's minus 20 all the time, the early hits you can take don't really do anything, which means you end up sort of having more max health later. Okay, this could be decent. Because now we can knock out this, right? We can put Cape on Exeggutor. We can retreat. Put in Alolan. We can will, and then we actually have Cyrus swap in if we need to. So this guarantees the knockout on Dialga. The second egg would have been fantastic, so we could start building the second Exeggutor up. Because generally, you want all your Pokemon out here. You want all 4 Pokemon involved. Okay, please. Well, we know they can't knock us out, actually. Okay, Steel Apron's fine. It doesn't matter. And they missed. Nice. So they don't have will. Okay, not too bad. I'm saying I needed the second Exeggutor. We can go execute here. I wish leftovers worked on bench. Energy on the execute. We can Cyrus this in to try and go for the kill. Because we also have Sabrina options as well. And then 50-50 for the win. Could have been good. If they don't have will, we could still be involved here. Oh, well, Sabrina just got a lot worse, unfortunately. I imagine this is going to be a retreat into Tink. I really need them to hit Tails. It's only fair. Okay. Very loose definition of fair, of course, but it is what it is. We have Erica. Oh, wait, no, Sabrina's fantastic. They don't have energy on Tink. And they have no cards in hand. Okay, they put the Tink in. Fair enough. Okay, I'm getting pretty unlucky. And also, we have, what, 1 will left in the deck as well. Okay. And there it is. So I could guarantee this. But guaranteeing it's bad now. We needed to hit this one. The previous one, sorry. If we hit this one now, I might actually be annoyed. If we did it the other way round, we would have got there, guys. So now they're going to retreat this one, put the other one in. Yeah. Okay. Probably doesn't really make the biggest impact, honestly. Because we need... Oh, they put Dialga in. Wait, why would they do that? I am shocked. I'm actually really surprised they put Dialga in. Okay, Pokeball's not going to help us. Let's retreat into this Shuckle. We can Energy. We can Erica. They can just go into the other Tink anyway. They literally need to draw... Oh, they've not used a Will yet. Yeah, okay, so we have guaranteed lost this one. Really unfortunate there. If we'd hit any of the previous heads, we would have won, basically. So again, you are gambling a little bit with this deck, but it is what it is. We're going to take 1 billion damage from the Tink now. Really weird trade in there, though, because if we had a Alolan Exeggutor and flipped heads, we win. Whereas if they just put this Tink in and we flipped heads, we don't win. And we almost certainly lose, right? Wait. They don't have it. Wait, are they only running 1 Will in this deck? Oh, that's crazy. I mean, we're still lost because we didn't get the Exeggutor. And it's not got the health anyway. But that is crazy. They're only running 1 Will? Huh. Okay. Okay. Strange one. Let's just put them in lethal if for some reason they don't get us. There we go. Okay, we did lose. It was a little bit unfortunate that we took the loss there. We had options to, well, we had chances, should I say, of getting the victory. But again, I like to show the deck how it's actually played. I don't cherry pick these games to force victories to make the deck look like, oh, it's never loses a game, because I'm not really trying to lie to you guys. I'm just trying to show you cool decks. But yeah, we took a loss there. Tinkaton is another one I do need to try, because again, Will changes everything. We can just hit for 160. But yeah, that is the deck, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you get to try it out. If you've got any adjustments or different ways you play it, by all means, let me know. Give a like on the video. It does help out a lot and it's free, so that's very nice. But thanks a lot for watching, guys. I really appreciate it. I'll see you next time.